Welcome to my channel, Blooms. If you're here, that means you're a fan of BINI, and I am also now because I just checked out a couple things of theirs. This is my Patreon collections, and we're going into my collection with all my P-pop stuff in it. I've been checking out SB19 a lot. Oh my God. So what I do basically, I do tip of the iceberg stuff on YouTube and then deep dive over on Patreon. And the reason I do that is because the artists I react to on YouTube, they put up a copyright claim on my reaction. So all of the ad revenue from my reaction goes back to them. So I'm making money for artists. And I love that about my channel. Like this reaction here, this one made money for SB19. Isn't that cool? Only thing that means though is I spend all of my time doing this these days. So your support on Patreon is what keeps me going. And for that, that's where I do all of my like deep diving stuff and where you guys come over and support me, and then I support your favorite artists, and we have a good thing going, So thank you so much to those of you who are supporting me on this venture. And for that, what I've done already, the first thing I checked out was BINI's interview they did like on Fox News or something because they booked Coachella for 2026. First Filipino group to do that. Wow. Music world is changing so much in the States. Isn't that amazing? I love that. I love that I get to be a part of celebrating that. And, I checked out their song Sweet Tooth. That was the first impression I had. Really cool vibes. Then I checked out Infinity, and I only did a quick take on that, but I feel like I could have done a much deeper dive on that one. Super cool. So I'll put the link to my to that collection down below. And last thing to tell you about who am I? My name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work, and I have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. This is my website. Here's my awesome team. They care about this as much as I do, and we do in-person lessons out here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. But we have students now, especially with this channel, all over the world, and online lessons work well. So if you need a vocal coach, hit us up. Link to that is also down in the description. All right, here we go. So this is kind of how I like to do this. I'm getting a flow because I react to a lot of K-pop and J-pop. And so what I do is I'm going to watch this performance. And I love that this is like a live performance in a group setting. It kind of looks like Cozy Cove. Is this Cozy Cove? No. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll check this out, and then what I have is I have their color-coded lyric video. It really helps me to be able to celebrate the singing of and uniqueness of the members of the group. That's typically how I do it with K-pop, and I did it with SB19. So that'll work great here for BINI. All right, here we go. I've had a great time so far this morning checking them out, and I look forward to seeing a live performance now. Let's go. I like that acoustic guitar or that electric guitar already.
I know that you'll be coming around soon. I'm reminiscing about the way we met that day.
Beautiful tone.
Give me all the butterflies, fireworks, too. Stars align, watch your love bloom.
Wow. Listen to the riffing and the little pop scoops were so good.
Yakap-yakap aking una, di kita
Tagalog.
malilimutan. You belong with me sa bawat sandali. I can't wait to see you again. Gusto kitang makita, mayakap, malambing.
Ooh, I love that harmony right there.
Crazy.
Hear that? Hear that tone?
Come on, let's be lazy. Don't need to serenade me. Yakap-yakap aking una, di kita malilimutan. You belong with me. Sa bawat sandali, I can't wait to see you again.
Oh, this is good. It's like throwback R&B or something. R&B pop. Listen to that tone. I have to stop somewhere. Hold on. Okay, I have to stop. Let me stop for a second. If I don't stop, it usually gets blocked. If I let the whole thing play, so it doesn't just do the copyright claim thing, it blocks it. There's a lot of stuff with copyright. It's so tricky on YouTube. But anyway, they are fascinating. So let me go back and just give a little bit of my thoughts of what I've heard so far, and then we'll finish it out, okay? I love this. Like, first of all, as a vocal coach, like, I love it when singers are, put it out there, when they do live things, and they, we get a deeper sense of of their vocals, of their tone, of their inflection on their singing, all that stuff. So let me just go back and break down a few things that I'm hearing and celebrate them with you, okay? Here we go. So I like already just starting off with that, guitar intro. It's a nice groove. It creates a nice introduction to the vibe of the song. By the way, I did, from the interview that I saw, where I think it was over, where was that? It was, I don't know if I still have my thing. Oh yeah, over here. The interview that I did, this one, where they were talking about Coachella, they also talked about how their album Flames is an acronym, and it has different meanings. So I guess the L is longing. But then it was like in the interview, it was kind of funny. They were like, then it had multiple meanings. So it was kind of an interesting interview. She's like, yeah, anyway, I won't go into it all. If you want to come watch that interview, that's over on Patreon. But the L stands for longing. And I think this song is kind of, is tied to that a little bit. So, all right, let's go back and listen. And then I want to see who the singer is, get to know. Because what I do is I like to get to know the singers in these groups. And it takes me a little while because there's so many singers a lot of times.
I know that you'll be coming around soon.
Oh, that tone. So what are the characteristics of her tone? Well, first of all, who is it? Who is this singing here? Come around. Is that Stacy starts us? Yeah.
I know that you'll be coming around soon.
Oh, that's good. So how would we characterize her voice? Well, here's the way I like to do it. So you see this little, the triangle and the trapezoid that I made here. This is like it's sort of some of my teaching stuff that I use. I made this chart to help break down singing. If you think about singing from these 7 elements, then you can have a real understanding of what someone's doing vocally to help you with just your appreciation of their singing. And also, if you ever want to try singing, you can use this as a launch pad. Because singing can be really abstract at first. You're like, what am I even hearing? What are they doing different? Why do I like that? I don't even know what I'm hearing. This is why I made this. So now, how would you characterize her sound here? Well, there's a lot of wind, right? There's a lot of that wind sound right there. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So she's more windy than bop, bop, bop. She's not as brassy. We did hear some brassy metallic qualities, like you see over there with that trumpet thing, later on from some of the other singers, but not from Stacy, right? Stacy here. And she's got a little more airflow. And as far as grit goes up in the top, when you hear grit, when you hear like a husky tone, that's kind of like windy combined with gritty. It's like that little creaky. We sometimes do that before the phrase, right? I don't think she was doing that here, adding grit, but she had a nice, warm, introspective sound, and it's a very kind of like an intimate type of a way of singing. It's almost like when we're talking about intimate, emotional things, we sing like that.
I'm reminiscing about the way we met that day.
Do you hear the riffing? Met that day. Beautiful. So what's that? Oh, if you go over to my little intervals thing right there, that little right angle, you see that? That is symbolic of riffing. Interval, and what's an interval? An interval is the space between 2 notes. Ba, 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 ba. As singers, sometimes between notes we go ba, ba. We slide like jazz singers. And that's a way that we ornament. Oh, man, this camera's going crazy here. Sorry. So we slide like jazz singers. Pop singers, hey, they do this like angular movement, which is almost like keys on an instrument. as opposed to like sliding, right? She had some really cool riffing right there. Let's check that out a little bit.
You gave me all the butterflies. We met that day. You gave me all the butterflies, fireworks too. Stars align, watch your love bloom.
Cool.
Bloom.
Blue. So she had nice riffs there. Now, all right, so who is that? So that was Stacy opened.
I'm reminiscing about the way we met that day. You gave me all the butterflies, fireworks too. Stars align, watch your love bloom.
So how is what Aya did different from what Stacy did right here? And also over here, kind of the same thing. I would say Aya is a little bit more ornamented. Like she's doing a little more angular movements like I was showing in that diagram, but she's adding in more what I call pop scoops. Like if the melody is da 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 da, if that's the melody, if I add in little da 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 ha ha da 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 ha, hear that little pop scoop ha ha. It's not da 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 da. It's da 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 ha. Listen for that.
Watch your love bloom.
Right there. Watching love.
Butterflies, fireworks too. Stars align. Watch your love bloom.
Did she say watching love bloom? Just like the blooms? Is that where we got the lyric or got the name of the group from? Or is it just the blooming of the group is blooming, they're blowing up, they're growing, that type of thing? Where'd that name come from? I like that name for the community. That's great. Notice she went bloom. She switched over to an sound in the middle of the riff. You can riff on ooh, yeah, a hum, whoa, all sorts of things. This has really got a lovely kind of R&B soul, almost jazzy vibe to it, but not in singing, in more of the backing, you know, those kind of complex 7s and 9 chords and stuff. Those harmonies are great. So it's da 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 da. Beautiful harmonies. Yeah.
You belong with me.
Wow, look at that. What a cool set. Where is this? Hold on. Where is this performance? I want to see if it's because I have a student, one of my students, Camille Dela Cruz. She's Filipino American, and hold on, let me give a shout out to Camille. Camille is such an amazing performer, and we've been working together now on her singing for a couple years. 1.57 million subscribers. Go Camille. She just dropped a song, Necklace. And I think she's going back to, she just posted. Or no, it hasn't posted yet. This was her singing all of the songs from Wicked we did together in a lesson. That's my voice studio right there. That she's, that's fun. I didn't know she's about to post that soon. Today, I think, actually. It airs today. Anyway, yeah, so shout out to Camille. The Filipino community, the relationship with singing and music is just so fascinating. And Camille performed at Cozy Cove. So I was kind of curious, like they have some really cool venues in the Philippines. I need to come over and tour and like react to music with you guys. Like I just love that it's such a singing culture. You know what I mean? It's like it's made, like we're made for each other. I'm coming. That's it. All right, let's keep going. I still didn't figure out where they're doing the performance, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
I can't wait to see you again.
I love that little harm. These harmonies are so thoughtful and well done.
I can't wait to see you again.
Right here. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I like that singing there. She got a little more into it. Notice she had a little more, as we were talking about the brass and wind thing, she got a little more brass in her tone there. Check that out.
It feels like I'm missing a piece.
Hear that? She had a little more bite. What did that do? gives us, the listener, the audience, a feeling of angst, of a more emotion, of in her tone, right? And you notice the crowd even kind of responded. See? You can hear some woos and stuff because of that. Wait, who was that? We're about 59 seconds in. That moment happened. That's Maloy with the hyper. Joanne.
Stay with me instead. Got me living in a day.
Oh, maybe it's different.
Stay with me instead.
It's kind of lining up a little different. Hold on.
It feels like I'm missing a piece. Stay with me instead.
Wait, I can't find that part. Hold on. What? It's 1 minute in.
Missing up my lumping. It feels like I'm missing a piece.
Feels like, so it's that lyric. Feels like you're and maybe the timing may be a little, oh yeah, the timing's a little off on the color coded versus that recording. Right here. Oh shoot, I still didn't go back enough. That's Maloy. Yeah, okay, so that must be who that is there. I feel like I might be wrong. I think that's her, right? That's Maloy. And then maybe I was hearing Joanna. Joanna was funny in that interview, by the way. Like the interviewer asked her, she was like, okay, so of all of your songs on your album, which was an interesting question, which song matches with which member of the group and why? And then Joanna was kind of like, I'm going to take this one. And then everybody, it was like the most weird question in that interview. I liked it, but she did a great job of fielding the question. But anyway, I'm kind of tangenting here. Yeah, so
it feels like I'm missing a piece.
If that is her, then she's got a little more bite on her voice right there. It feels like you. It could just be. Anyway, I don't need to get this granular. Let's just keep going. I love that harmony.
Got me living in a daydream. Got me going crazy.
Notice everybody's going crazy for her. Why are they going crazy for her? I'll tell you why, I think.
Living in a daydream. Got me going crazy.
You know why? It's because of the swagger in her voice. That's my hunch. If I'm wrong, let me know. But who is this? Wait, she starts like kind of like verse 2.
Bang. It feels like
Is that harmony?
got me living in a daydream. Got me going crazy.
That's Mika. Notice her tone is a little different here.
Got me going crazy. You know I miss my baby.
A little bit, maybe. Well, let me see. Hold on. Do I feel that way?
Got me living in a daydream.
Yeah, it is a little different. It's a same but different. Like, you know, it definitely is the same voice, definitely the same inflection, but she has a little more swagger, a little more attitude. Got me living in a daydream. It's almost the way that you, like, okay, if you want to make something sound a little edgier, a little more R&B, hip-hoppy, a little more edge on it. Think about rap. When you deliver a rap line, rap automatically, with exceptions, of course, rap automatically has more edge in the delivery. Like, it's like, yo, Bono's this. I'm going to do my rap. I'm not going to rap for you guys. But I can do, you know, I have memorized a couple raps from back in the 90s, like some Tribe Called Quest raps and stuff. And anyway, you think about rap. Rap's very, there's a little edge at the start of the syllable. Living in a daydream. There's like a little, there's a little extra pressure at the starts of things. In hip hop, that's very common to do that. It gives it this edge to the sound. She's got a little living in a daydream. She has a little attitude, an edge in the way that she makes a little bit more of a percussive onset to those syllables. Listen. Daydream. Hear that?
miss my baby. Need you on
And also, in addition to that, she's very stylized, very ornamented, and she has great. So she has a lot going on in her singing. If we look at it in the vocal lab stuff, people love texture in your singing. They love a textured sound, like those creaky door sounds. She's got some creaky door sounds. She's got a little more of an attack on the syllables, which gives a little more attitude, a little more swagger. And then she's like, she's doing a lot of that pop scooping stuff that I was talking about earlier. I'm sorry, I'm really going deep on this now. It's so fascinating being able to hear them isolated and in a live context. I can really celebrate the diversity in their singing.
got me going crazy. You know I miss my baby.
Baby, no, I miss my baby. Hear those little ornaments? God, she's good.
Need you on a daily. Come on, let's be lazy. Don't need to serenade me.
So notice, very similar, but not quite as like edgy, not as much drive into the syllables, a little sweeter, a little more delicate, warm, more airflowy. She did have some creaky, gritty sounds on her phrase though, right? Wait, now who is that? So that was Gwen before, right?
Me going crazy.
No, that was Mika. Okay.
Daydream got me going crazy. You know I miss my baby. Need you on a daily.
So that's Gwen. Gwen was like a little lighter, a little sweeter.
Got me going crazy. You know I miss my baby. Need you on a daily. Come on, let's be lazy.
Hit that little lazy. Very good.
Don't need to serenade me. Yakap aking una. Di kita malilimutan. You
beautiful.
belong with me.
That's. I think that's Joanna, isn't it? I feel like I remember Joanna a little better because of. I think because of the interview she talked so much.
I can't wait to see you again. Gusto kita makita mayagat malapit.
Beautiful. All right, so now, did you notice her right there? Oh, that's that idea of where it's like it goes from kind of, sometimes the singing can be a little more on the windy side of things, and sometimes it can be more on the metal, brassier side of things. She started getting a little brassier there, right? All right, I'm going to shut up and try to listen on a little bit more because I've been blabbing on all this beginning part. All right, let's listen. Hear that? What a good groove. See, that chord is so good. Bridge. Brighter. Yeah! That was good. I got goosebumps here. Interesting chord. Oh, we haven't heard her solo yet. That was a really emotional one there. That she had a little more.
It feels like a medicinal piece.
This is beautiful. Wait a minute. Oh, that was so beautiful. I said, who are the composers? These are the songwriters that they worked with. I wonder if any of them are in that composer group there. Interesting. Oh, beautiful. So, I mean, I feel like I could do a little more breaking down here from the bridge, but man, we're already at 25 minutes. I feel like I could go all day on this song. Well, okay. You know that I can. Yeah, it's so fun to nerd out on voice with groups that can sing like this and that do stuff like this live. I love it. There's some great singing in here. I'm excited to explore them more. You guys will have to let me know what I need to check out more of them, and come on over and join the community. Like I said, I put up reactions to artists up on YouTube and then do like 10 more to them over on Patreon to get to know them. And thank you so much to those of you who are supporting my ventures, sharing music and breaking down, music and celebrating artists. My channel is really all about celebrating artists and celebrating what you guys are finding unique, and then helping you figure out like what it is that's making the artist great that you love, so that you can, feel even more excited about them. Like that's kind of what my channel is all about. And there is a lot to be excited about with this group. They're very talented. They're very charming too in the interview. They're very sweet. They've got a great vibe about them. They're a very close-knit group. I'm excited to have them in my rotation. If you guys want, if you guys want, I'm here for it. I love all things that are coming out of the P-pop world, and I'm very excited that it's growing so much internationally, and I'm excited to be a part of celebrating it and spreading the word of it. That's one of the coolest things about my channel, that I get to do that with you all. So thanks so much for the support, and let me know what I should check out, who I should check out next, solo projects from the artists, fun things, live concerts, down in the comments. All right, and I'll see you in my next reaction. Cheers.